It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At shooting guard, Joe Harris. At small forward, Solomon Hill. At center, Dwayne Dedmon. At the other forward position, Kevin Love. At the other guard position, Kyrie Irving. The head coach of the visiting team is the visiting team head coach. Let's meet your Brooklyn Nets. At shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 10, Marcus Thornton. At the other guard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 16, Trey Burke. At the power forward position, standing 6 foot 8, number 33, Trevor Booker. The other forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 24, Rondé Hollis Jefferson. A 7-foot center from Stanford, number 11, Brook Lopez. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen,
the Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, J.R. Smith. Without his presence, they'll have to overcome the hole there.
Well, as fans, as teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all he brings to the table. But I like what the trade does for him, and I bet it helps them right off the bat. I mean, it also is going to help them long term.
Well, we'll see, because you don't make a change this drastic without having a period of adjustment. So you may be right. We'll see how long it takes and whether this new look roster can gel.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hill is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dedmon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Cleveland on defense. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period.
No good from Booker. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Paul Westphal. Doris?
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
And thank you, Doris. Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Brooke Lopez. Nifty move. Lopez with the block. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Burke kicks to Thornton. Softly drops in the floater.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Irving with it. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Dallas. He used that pick to get in close. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now here's Burke, covered by Irving. Burke can't get it to go.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find the stroke.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Burke. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Lopez a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. A nice shot by Booker.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
The Cavaliers trailing. Irving dishes to Dedmon. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Now here's Burke, covered by Irving. Burke kicks to Lopez. Love against Thornton. Love outside. On the wing, Irving. Wide open look. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Irving's got his second bucket of the night. Nets trail by 3. Now here's Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lopez a screen on Harris. Dishes it to Burke. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Hill. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. As a matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Now, here is Hill. His last outing, he had 18 points. Irving attacking. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And the basket by Harris.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Now, here's Burke, covered by Irving. Pass to Booker. Burke kicks to Booker. That's basket number 2 with this. Third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Irving, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Lopez with the block, and so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Luke Babbitt comes in for Hill. Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Dellavedova. Burke covering. 5 to shoot. Dellavedova, the pass to Sacre. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The Cavaliers, number 1.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
Now, here's Burke. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lopez. And he banks in the layup. Here's Dellavedova. The pass to Brown. And it's sent back by Lopez. In transition, here come the Nets. Hollis Jefferson, good. And this game is tied up now.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
So it's the Cavaliers now. After the basket by Brooklyn, Brown kicks to Babbitt. Shoots from the high post. Lopez grabs the board. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Booker up top to the inside. Thornton, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Brooklyn with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Top of the key, Booker. Now here's Burke. Tight defense on him. The fadeaway. Booker dishes to Burke. Puts up the baby hook. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Wallace with it. He's guarded by Booker. Babbitt kicks to Dellavedova. No good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
They got worked over on the boards. That's about as plain as I can put it. You can't leave your teammates on an island down there. You need everybody going to the glass.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Splitter comes in for Booker. And it's Andre Robertson in for Marcus Thornton. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Vasquez, he's checked in for Burke.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets. There we go, fans. That was your Brooklyn Nets. Give it up.
Splitter sets a screen. Now here's Vasquez. Defense is right there. Got a piece of it. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Dellavedova. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Now here's Vasquez. The Nets working the ball around now. Roberson the pass to Serafin. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Well, Cleveland shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Brown outside. to the middle. Here's Love. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
So it's Brooklyn now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Roberson. He's covered by Brown. Splitter sets a screen. Clock at 6. Here's Vasquez. Another shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul. And you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
At the line for 2.
And Splitter drops them both. Here's Dellavedova. Pass to Sacre. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Nets. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Here's Sacre. He had 10 points in the win against Dallas. Love. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good. Good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Now here's Vasquez. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. There's a good screen to the right side. Baseline try. That's short off the rim.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
No coverage that time. 9 points for Kevin Love. Nets trail by 5. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Here's Hollis Jefferson. His last outing, he had 8 points, and that is good. Hollis Jefferson's got 6 points.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Down low, here's Perry. A rebound by the Nets. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Vasquez. He's tightly guarded. Feeds it to Robertson. Shot clock at 5. Seraphin the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Vasquez can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Babbitt from long range. Rebound by Vasquez.
That's his first personal foul. Into the lineup for the Cavaliers. Tony Snell.
Here's Roberson. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
They've got Roberson. Trey Burke is out there with Vasquez. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Serafin in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Perry passes to Snell. Brown outside. And another three for Cleveland.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And here is Burke, unloads from 13. Here's Babbitt. And there's the feed to Dellavedova. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Serafin kicks to Roberson, and he dunks it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Really left alone that time. Babbitt's got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Vasquez dishes to Burke. That 3 off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Inside, Perry passes to Snell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Vasquez kicks to Burke. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Burke's got 4 points in the quarter. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Brown outside. Fires from 14. Misses off the right iron. Nets trail by 5. Over to the left wing. Vasquez kicks to Burke. From outside, off the mark.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Perry passes to Dellavedova. Here's Babbitt with the 3. Happy to see that one go in for his second. Making 5 attempts.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Got a hand on it. Brown outside. And stolen by Burke. Vasquez dishes to Burke. And Brown over to help. Lopez kicks to Roberson. Got a piece of it, but they get it back. Right wing. There's a good screen. Here's the 3. Cannot hit. And Cleveland the other way now.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Perry passes to Snell. 6 to shoot. Pass to Perry. 3-pointer. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Booker, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thornton comes in for Vasquez. Here's Thornton. Makes it off the glass. Thornton's got 6. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Outside Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Roberson kicks to Lopez. There's a screen. Deflects the pass. Outside Irving. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Harris against Thornton. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thornton's got 8 points.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
And stolen by Thornton. Here's Roberson. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Now Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it to Dedmon. Just 5 on the clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And even look at the stats for Hill. He's been more than solid over the last month. Getting around 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Splitters checked in for the Nets. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Andre Roberson. Burke with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The Nets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Just absolute domination in this one for Thornton. He has 11 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
That's a great job from the line this quarter.
The Cavaliers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Splitter sets a screen. They set the pick. Burke the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Thornton. He's got 11. Burke. The Cavaliers pull it in. They've led by as many as 11 points. Right side Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Hill against Splitter. Outside Hill. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Dedmon. And another miss by Cleveland. Nets trail by 8. On the wing, Thornton. Lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Thornton's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Nobody near Irving. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Loves. Checked in. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Kyrie Irving is second.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
I agree. I mean, their vision, their unselfishness, the connection they have with their teammates. It really adds up to a real wealth of understanding of what to do out there, and it makes them a special group.
Hill dishes to Irving. Off target from outside.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Over to the wing. Splitter kicks to Booker. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Love wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets trail by 7. Burke with it. Picked up by Harris. And a wide open look for Thornton. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. Hollis Jefferson. Good. Hollis Jefferson's got 8 points.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Hill, no good.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Here's Burke. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Irving. Cleveland leading by 5. Harris passes to Irving. He dishes it to Dedmon. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Edmonds got 4 points now in the quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. .143 left in the first half of the game. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Hollis Jefferson's got 10 points. Here's Dellavedova. He's got 5. To the paint. Here's Sacre. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And that is good.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Splitter sets a screen, and Thornton kicks to Burke. Here's the floater. Babbitt grabs the board.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Looking to get it going. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Burke. That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers lead by 10. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the horn.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at Marcus Thornton, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harris. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Hill. And it's Dedmon in at the 5, roaming the paint. The dish to Love. And Hill has it in the corner. Inside, deflects the pass. Here's Burke. And here is Thornton. And it's no good. Third time he's missed in 9 shot attempts. Now Hill. And the shot is good. Hill's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Burke, blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Burke's got 8.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
It's Hill on the wing. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Takes the 13-footer. The shot is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Burke with it. He's picked up by Irving. Lopez, a screen on Irving. Here's Burke. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Hill has it in the corner. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Hill's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Burke dishes to Lopez. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Thornton kicks to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Outside for Thornton. There's Hollis Jefferson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Dishes it to Love. From the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Thornton has the open look. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thornton's got 16 points.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Again, missing Hill.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Burke, the pass to Lopez. Out to the wing. The pass to Booker. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Passes to Dedmon. Out to Harris. Lets it go with a three. That is good. Harris has got his second basket.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report? Timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
The Nets making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Here's Thornton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Thornton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Inside. In transition, here come the Nets. Burke with the ball, and stolen by Love. And he lobs it up, and he lays in the alley-oop. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as a receiver, though, he doesn't necessarily feel the need to go for that monster finish. Just the nice little silky smooth layup.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They keep piling up the assists. They haven't cooled off at all.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Both free throws good from Booker. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Irving dishes to Hill. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. For Cleveland, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
That's his first personal foul at the line for the Nets. Solid Hill.
And the first one at the line is good.
It's been a solid outing for Hill. He has 8 points and a steal.
Sacre, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. He's perfect from the line. This time. Nets trail by 14. Burke with it. He's got 8. Lopez a screen. Shot from 16 and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That free throw, no good. A different look now for Cleveland. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. And it's Brown in for Harris. That's off as well, so he misses both. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Outside Irving. He kicks to Babbitt. The 3-ball. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And the foul on Luke Babbitt.
That's his first personal foul.
Lopez a screen. Nets passing it around. Roberson gets the bucket.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
On the wing, Brown. It's a pick by Love. Brown kicks to Sacre. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been draining everything they've put up this month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. The way they move the ball and share it, they always find good looks.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Seraphin comes in for Booker, and it's Vasquez in for Trey Burke. Pass to Thornton. Lopez sets a screen for Thornton. Over to the left wing. Lopez a screen. Feeds to Robertson. Here's Seraphin. The rebound by Sacre.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Now here's Vasquez. He's covered by Irving. There's the pick. Here is Vasquez, covered by Irving. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You take a look at the Cavaliers. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the net.
Well, I think for Cleveland, a lot to live up to this season and read through it. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high, trust me, but it has not bothered them one bit.
Greg, I think it's really fueled their fire. They want to be the alpha dog. They love everybody hunting them down.
Here's Thornton. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Shoots. And it's Brown missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's first foul of the game. Tony Snell's checked in for Cleveland. Nets trail by 15.
Tony Snell.
Here's the screen. The feed to Seraphin. Here's Lopez. Sacre with the block. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Splitters checked in.
Cavaliers timeout.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Here is Seraphin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Roberson the pass to Splitter. It's hauled in by Brown. Cleveland leading by 17. The rebound by the Nets. Thornton's got 4 rebounds in this game. He feeds it to Vasquez. Splitter dishes to Roberson. Connects on the 9-footer. Roberson's got 8 points.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Cavaliers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. Brown the pass to Perry. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. First in scoring, first in assist, and they're number 1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Marcus Thornton. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
All alone. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
To the wing right side, here's Babbitt with the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 15. 1:41 left to play in the third. Pass to Vasquez. Six on the shot clock. Here we go, all alone. Here's Dellavedova.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Vasquez. How his last 10 games have gone. He's been putting up about 4 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
1:27 left in the third quarter of the game.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Kicks to Dellavedova. From deep. Count the bucket. Dellavedova's got 11 points.
This is what happens when he gets on a roll. I mean, you're not going to see a better rhythm shooter than this guy.
The pass to Hollis Jefferson. They set the pick. He dishes it to Roberson. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Vasquez. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Splitter sets a screen. The dish to Robertson. He tries for three. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Roberson's got 10 points in the quarter. Now here's Brown. It'll count. And no good trying to get that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland ahead, leading by 17. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Brook Lopez is out there with Booker. Then there's Burke. Then there's Roberson. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The first one falls.
At the line for two.
Both good from the line that time. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Burke. There's the pick. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. On the wing, Brown. Burke covering.
Don't let Babbitt shoot it.
Babbitt kicks to Brown. Dishes it to Dellavedova. Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nets trail by 19. And here is Burke. From outside the arc. Rebound by Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brown wide open. He fires. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 4 assists in the game. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. Now Burke. Lopez a screen. Burke dishes to Lopez. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Hits the jump hook. Here's Dellavedova. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Perry passes to Dellavedova. Perry. Lopez covering. The 10-footer. Off the iron that time. Hollis Jefferson passes to Burke. The Nets need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. The Cavaliers leading by 22. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Feeds it to Babbitt. Pass to Snell. Tries from 16. Off the left rim and out. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Brown kicks to Snell. Cleveland moving the ball around and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Lopez. No good with the layup.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Babbitt kicks to Brown. Trying to get back on track, and he lays it up and in.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Off the screen, and the basket by Thornton. Thornton's got 22.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Snell. They set the pick. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. That's good from Snell. The Nets shooting well. They're at 45%. In the corner, Thornton with it. The feed to Lopez. It's tipped. Goes back up. And that one's good. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Kicks it to Dedmon. Booker pulls it in. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Lopez right side. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got 5 assists tonight.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Outside Irving. He feeds it to Harris. And it's sent back by Lopez. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Lopez sets a screen for Burke. Off the pick. And too long on the shot. The Cavaliers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Outside Irving. Harris outside. Here's the 3. And he gets it to go.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
They set the screen. Here's Lopez. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Lopez has got 6 here in this quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Irving kicks to Dedmon. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he makes the first. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in. That one is no good. Nets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Puts up a 3, and that one's good. And that's now 11 points for Trey Burke.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Irving dishes to Love. Outside Hill. To the middle. It's tipped. Lopez with the steal. And here's Thornton outside. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Dedmon. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
At the line for the Nets.
First one falls for him. Kevin Sheriff, and he's checked in for Brook Lopez. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Nets trail by 21. On the wing, Thornton. He's guarded by Hill. Cuts off the pass. Irving with the ball. Outside Hill. To the right side. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Rondae Hollis.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Cleveland leading by 19 points. And stolen by Booker. Down low. And the basket by Thornton. Thornton's got 10 points here in the second half.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Nets have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. There's a good screen. Here's Burke. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Dedmon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Irving. Six to shoot. To the paint. Here's Love, and it's blocked. Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Harris. Thornton against Harris. Here's Seraphin. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Hill. Love outside. The kick out to Hill. Beyond the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now here's Burke. Charity stripe shot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Harris kicks to Love. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Timeout called the Nets.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Splitters checked in for Booker. Derek Williams comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Vasquez in for Burke. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon.
That's his first personal foul.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Vasquez. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
From deep. Irving misses. Nets trail by 19.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Cleveland.
Clark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they took control of this season series matchup from the get-go, making every play they needed to en route to winning all 4 of their games this year against the Nets.
Hill has the open look, drills it from outside.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Now here's Vasquez. D right on him. And Roberson kicks to Splitter. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Timeout. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're up by 22. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. group substitution here for Brooklyn. Booker, he's checked in for Splitter. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Derek Williams. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Roberson. And it's Burke in for Vasquez. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Brown with the drive. Here's Sacre. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Williams. Reynolds.
Here's Dellavedova.
Vasquez.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show.